It's been a few days since I was on here. Um, but on Saturday, I decided to, whoops,
Yes?
um, decided to try YouTube for streaming. Mainly out of just curiosity. But I like Twitch a bit more. Um, so I'm gonna be staying here. Um, Outside of maybe a few um circumstances that I can't really think of, but I don't want to like cut it out for certain. But it's probably gonna keep YouTube as just like a permanent VOD um storage, and maybe clips and stuff when I get around to being creative, I guess. Um, yeah, we're back in didn't do anything Dragon Age thing related. It was all Elden Ring. Today is going to be just Dragon Age. Um, but I or continuing from where we crashed last time, the fight with the Revenant is what they're called. Whoops, I didn't mean to attack.
What do you need?
I also didn't mean to do that. Um, that's right. This is a tree we can pee on. Um, I'm also kind of learning. Um, uh, what is it? Some video editing to try to get. Uh, yeah, it's gonna be paused. I'm just moving this slightly over. We'll just attach it to the top. Um, Try to get all the Dragon Age content into one thing without having to have the times I switch games like to Elden Ring and stuff. Does this? Um, so it's just a bit more cohesive, and to get rid of the. I didn't know I can call this in. And to get rid of the double origin part where when I was figuring out all the crashes, and take him out of play. Where's Dog? I should have just named him Dog instead of Astro. I still don't know where I got that name from. Go back to me. Don't attack him. Let's do this. Get him. And oh great. He's attacking the wrong person. Alistair, you need to come fight him.
As you
You know, I've played this game so many times. I don't think I've ever seen that gate lever there before.
all right. It's
Alright, battle it is then.
Let's make this quick.
All right. And I'm off.
Buster, that was a close one. Dog too. And then do shred.
It's a good day.
Starts picking up
And I'm
this
off.
stuff. Let's save now, just in case.
Yes.
We get another crash. I don't know what I was thinking. Or what I was going to say. Oh, mother shit. Get away. Tier 5. What's cured is tier 2. I need to get rid of these. Oh wait.
And I'm off.
Alright, let's see, did I mean Liliana still in 2 cured. Okay, well, there's this then. Now we'll just get rid of all of these. Because I don't think cured is going to be worth too much. Plus I have the thing, the Reaper's Cudgel still. But I guess I don't have any rings. Let me go through everything real quick. I'm actually just gonna wear this now until I get Arcane Enchanter or Arcane Warrior. 20 strength. Okay. I'm gonna try to get her to this then. Oh, you got a broken bone. Or a broken bone. Sometimes things are what they appear to be. That can go to boots. That can go, that's steel too, right? Yeah. Actually, I guess this would still be better. Oops, wrong thing. I think I'm gonna have them be, except for the boots, because all I have is heavy boots. Ow. What was he in? Wait, did I go down? He was just in normal chainmail, wasn't he? Am I missing something? That wasn't there earlier, right? Maybe I'm just going crazy. Oh, crazier. Some cat just had a panic. Something.
You have opened the gates. That is good. My men and I are eager to see our Arl again. Shall we enter the main hall together? It must be held if we are to regain control of the castle.
No, I would prefer to go alone.
As you wish. We will hold the gate and watch for anyone attempting to leave. Let me know if the situation changes.
Honestly, don't know if what happens if I bring them in. And then let's take this skeleton archer. I feel like there should be something up here. Nope. I'm probably going to have a little bit of an earlier stream tomorrow, just because I have work Thursday that I have to wake up early for, so I need to go to bed a bit earlier. I was up early today too, and I wanted to take a nap earlier, but I didn't. So we'll see how long this goes. I just had to leave because I'm gonna pin a comment, and I haven't figured that out how to do that. From my phone.
Yep.
Why is it in all caps? There we go. I'll figure that out later.
So these are our visitors. The ones you told me about, Mother.
Yes, Connor.
And this is the one who defeated my soldiers. The ones I sent to reclaim my village.
Yes.
And now it's staring at me. What is it, Mother? I can't see it well enough.
This is just a man, Connor. Like your father.
Oh, I am tired of hearing about him. Besides, he's nothing at all like Father. Look at him. Breathing and not dying in the slightest. I could change that, mind you.
Connor, I beg you. Don't hurt anyone.
Mother? What's happening? Where am I?
Oh, thank the Maker. Connor, can you hear me?
Get away from me, fool woman! You are beginning to bore me.
Grey Warden, please don't hurt my son. He is not responsible for what he does.
What did you do with Bantegan?
Here I am. Here am I.
I like him better this way. No more yelling. Now he amuses me.
Connor didn't mean to do this. It was that mage, the one who poisoned Demon. He started all this. He summoned this demon. Connor was just trying to help his father.
And made a deal with the demon to do so? Foolish child.
It was a fair deal. Father is alive, just as I wanted. Now it's my turn to sit on the throne and send out armies to conquer the world. Nobody tells me what to do anymore.
Nobody tells him what to do. Nobody! Ha 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 ha!
Quiet, Uncle! I warned you what would happen if you kept shouting, didn't I? Yes, I did. But let's keep things civil. This man will have the audience he seeks. Tell us, what have you come here for?
I need to see Arl Eamon. Oops.
So you're a concerned well-wisher. Why didn't you say that in the first place? All the sneaking around and killing is so unnecessary. But Father is so very ill. We really shouldn't disturb him. Isn't that right, Mother?
I don't think...
Of course you don't! Ever since you sent the knights away, you do nothing but deprive me of my fun. Frankly, it's getting dull. I crave excitement and action. This man spoiled my sport by saving that stupid village, and now he'll repay me.
Let's wipe.
Tegan, can you be taken out? These other dudes I honestly don't care for.
Yes.
But,
Down you go. Oh, no, you don't. Some glory. Let's do this quickly, shall we?
Defend yourself!
I honestly don't remember what happens here. Oh, but Alistair's getting his fucking ass beat.
Here I am.
Tegan. Oh, Tegan.
Oh, I thought I
Are
actually
you
killed him
alright?
for a second.
I am better now, I think. My mind is my own again.
Blessed Andraste. I would never have forgiven myself had you died. Not after I brought you here. The fool I am. Please. Connor's not responsible for this. There must be some way we can save him.
You knew about this all along.
Yes. I didn't tell you because I believed we could help him. I still do.
I'm sorry, my lady, but Connor has become an abomination. He's no longer your son.
You! You did this to Connor!
I didn't! I didn't summon any demon! I told you! Please, if you'll let me help.
Help? You betrayed me! I brought you here to help my son, and in return you poisoned my husband?
This is the mage you spoke of? Didn't you say he was in the dungeon?
He was. I assumed the creatures had killed him by now. He must have been set free.
I thought he'd be more useful, seeing as he helped start this.
Useful? After everything he did, he should be executed! Without him, none of this would have happened.
Your secrecy made his actions possible, Isolde.
But
I know what you must think of me, my lady. I took advantage of your fear. I'm sorry. I never knew it would come to this.
Well, I shan't turn away his help. Not yet. And if Connor is truly an abomination...
he's not always the demon you saw. Connor is still inside him, and sometimes he breaks through. Please, I just want to protect him.
Isn't that what started this? You hired the mage to teach Connor in secret, to protect him.
If they discovered Connor had magic, then they'd take him away. I thought if he learned just enough to hide it, then...
Let's see. Where is Connor now? Why did he run?
I think he ran upstairs to the family quarters.
Violence scares him. I know that sounds strange. He may have run up to his room,
Or he might be waiting in ambush.
I don't know. The fighting may have scared Connor into coming out again, and so he ran.
So you're saying he may be vulnerable?
Perhaps. Is there no other way?
Jowen, what can you add to this discussion?
The demon in Connor needs to be destroyed. Killing Connor is the easiest way to do that, certainly. But there is another way. A mage could confront the demon in the Fade without hurting Connor himself.
What do you mean? Is the demon not within Connor?
Not physically. The demon approached Connor in the Fade while he dreamt and controls him from there. We can use the connection between them to find the demon.
You can enter the Fade, then? And kill the demon without hurting my boy?
No, but I can enable another mage to do so. It normally requires lyrium and several mages. But I have blood magic.
I have it too. Blood magic uses the life force of others as raw mana.
Yes, that's right. The ritual I know, it requires life energy. A lot of it. All of it, in fact.
So, someone must die? Someone must be sacrificed?
Yes, and then we send another mage into the Fade. I can't enter because I'm doing the ritual. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. It's not much of an option.
It's something to consider.
I agree. And I offer my own life. I will be the sacrifice.
What? Isolde, are you mad? Eamon would never allow this.
Either someone kills my son to destroy that thing inside him, or I give my life so my son can live. To me, the answer is clear.
Blood magic. How can more evil be of any help here? Two wrongs don't make a right.
It does seem
But three
like
do
a
make a
sensible
left.
choice, with
I mean-
a willing participant.
Yeah.
Connor is blameless in this.
Oh, three
He
lefts
should
make
not
one.
have to pay the price.
You're the mage here, not I, my friend. It's you who would be going into the Fade. The decision is yours.
There must be another way to enter the Fade.
You can find lyrium and more mages at the Circle of Magi, if they would even do it.
The Circle Tower is not far from here.
That is an excellent point. One of the treaties is also for the Circle of Magi, after all.
The tower is about a day's journey across the lake. You could attempt to get the mage's help.
But what will happen here? Connor will not remain passive forever.
I will take that chance.
Very well. I will keep Jowen here as a precaution. He says he wants to help, so he will keep an eye on Connor with us. Go to the tower quickly, then. The longer you are away, the greater the chances of disaster.
Oh fuck, the guards actually just straight up died. Well, Tegan had plot armor. Oh, that's the courtyard. What the hell is... How does this map work?
All right.
Whoops. What the fuck is up with that dude? I'll check him out in a second. And, what can Morrigan do? That dude definitely looks dead. You attack that suit of armor. He at least looks fucked up. You put it on that one. You attack this, especially with dirty fighting. Oh shit, I froze myself. I guess do lightning. Okay. Go back to this and do that. And run over here. And then who did we even cast that on?
And I'm off.
Oh shit, Liliana's dead. Alistair is about to die. We're about to die. Dog is about to die. And shit. Chamberlain's dead. This one might not have too happy of an ending. Okay, yeah, I'm just accepting that the blight won there. Let's hope we don't have to go through that cutscene again.
And I'm off.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna. Oh, mother shit! I forgot about this. Just get rid of this and that. Actually, these are all short bows, so I don't need any of them. Take all. Let's talk to
You have opened the gates.
Percy
That is
again.
good. My men and I. Shall we enter the main hall together? It must be held if we are to.
No, I
As
would
you-
prefer to go alone, just like last time. This time I want to skip through the dialogue and save before I go get my ass handed to me again by that armor. Let's
And I'm off.
let's fight again. Skip through this.
Grey Warden, please don't hurt my son.
We
He is
went
not
with.
responsible
What did
for
you do with Bentigin? Skip,
But
skip,
let's
skippity
keep
skip.
things civil.
I need to see Arl Eamon. Skip, 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 skip. Run away. 7 on. Oops. 7 on Tegan. 5 on this dude. Okay, Alistair, how about you, fight someone that actually can hurt you? Hit them with this one.
You should run while you can.
And blast them. To kill this dude. To to kill that. Oh shit. Alistair got fucked up. Dog got fucked up.
Too easy. I am your death. Take that. It
We
is
still
done.
got him down pretty quickly, but through plot armor he survives. Skip,
Please.
skip, skip.
Connor's not responsible for this.
He knew about this all along, is what I think we went with. Blah blah blah.
He
Jowen
was.
comes.
I assumed the creatures had killed.
We thought he'd
Useful?
be more useful.
If
skip,
they discovered
skip.
Connor had magic, then they'd take him away.
What did we
Thought
do?
if he learned just enough to hide it, then
I think we went with Where's Connor?
violence scares him. I know that sounds strange.
Or he might be waiting.
Perhaps.
What can you add,
there is-
Jowen? Blah blah
No,
blah.
but I can enable another mage to do so. It normally.
We explain what
Yes.
blood magic is.
Yes, and then
even
we
though
send
we're also
another
a blood
mage
mage.
into the Fade. I can't enter because I'm doing the ritual. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. It's not much of an option.
What email did I just get? Because it just distracted me. It's something to consider, I think is what we went with.
You're the mage here, not I, my friend.
Ask about
You can
another
find
way.
Lyrium and more mage.
The tower
will
is not
happen
too
here?
far. We're gonna take chances. Okay. Guards didn't even have time to turn into skeletons.
Huh.
Cat's got shit all over my mouse pad. Not like actual shit, although they have done that in the past. Oops. This. 'Cause I decided I'm finally gonna wear my fancy robes. And Liliana needs this. And this. And this. And this. While Alistair needs this, and this, and this. His helmet is yep. And this is Viridium, yep. He also needs this. No one else has been beat yet. Turn that on. And not that one. I'll turn that on. Too bad there's no spears in this game. Is anything sustained here? Charge, howl. Wait. Growl and howl. You can also take this to cure your damage. We are going to... oh, that's the way we came in. That is the evil costume. We are going to save the game in case we lose again. We are going to walk here and not open that door. And hope that... okay, cool. Morgan's gonna freeze. Oh wait, no. Freeze these ones. And hopefully this one. I'm going to turn this one into a bomb. Oops. Turn this one into a bomb. And hit it with this. I'm gonna stun. I'm gonna wait for that. Pause. That went so much more smoothly. We're not gonna go upstairs because I'm pretty sure that makes Connor mad at us, and the coin decided that Connor lives and Amalia is what gets hurt, or who gets possessed. And that looks good for that. Now Morgan is gonna open the door, and
So be it.
he got shattered. Turn this guy into a bomb. Run over this way. And that was almost... That was so easy, I honestly don't know how I lost last time. Just had slightly better planning. We're gonna
Allow me. I could do that for you.
take this shit. And this shit. I don't care about that. Or that. But I will take that. I'm gonna read this. And clear out the vanity. That's all cool. And let's save that. Let's get out of here. And we are gonna go straight to there, but we're gonna hit camp first to simulate the passing of time. Let's talk to our dog.
What are you, little?
Are you harassing my dog?
Me harassing your dog? I should say it's the other way round. Your furry friend here took offence at me getting near his food. He snapped at me. Look.
Good boy. Teach that silly Alistair a lesson.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
That will.
I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
Let's see. Don't listen to Alistair. He's full of rubbish.
Hey!
And I think we have...
Look at what your fool dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
he ruined them. Does this mean you have to go without?
Maybe, but that is not the point. The dirty mongrel can have this back, there, and tell him not to do it again.
You heard the lady.
I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
Okay, Morgan, that's being a bit too mean. I think you hurt his feelings.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
To be fair, when you really have a pet, you do say the worst things to them. But they don't seem to have as good of an understanding as he does. Watch Stan and Astro is what we're doing.
You are a true warrior and worthy of respect.
Is that it for you? Trying to find a way through the earth, are we? It's going to take some time, you know. Well, good luck with that then. Got that done. Alright, first thing, we're going to get rid of some of these gifts. And we're going to start with Alistair. Whoops, forgot I have to be on Alistair.
This is my mother's amulet. It has to be. But why isn't it broken? Where did you find it?
I found it in Redcliffe Castle, in the study.
Oh, the Arl study? Then he must have found the amulet after I threw it at the wall. And he repaired it and kept it. I don't understand. Why would he do that?
Perhaps you mean more to him than you think.
I guess you could be right. We never really talked that much. And then the way I left... Thank you. I mean it. I thought I'd lost this to my own stupidity. I'll need to talk to him about this if he recovers from his... When he recovers, that is. I wish I'd had this a long time ago. Did you remember me mentioning it? Wow. Huh. I'm more used to people not really listening when I go on about things.
Sorry, did you say something?
Ho, ho, ho. See this gesture I'm making? Can you hear that? What do you need?
I'd like to ask
Ask
you something. Why have you remained a Templar if you hate the Chantry? Oops.
Such as they are. About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need?
Ask
away.
Okay, we're just getting back to this.
Have you seen the uniform? It's not only stylish, but well made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring.
In that case, you should have become a mage.
Oh, you aren't kidding. I think the Templar uniforms are as colourful as they are just so the Templars didn't feel dull in comparison. Last thing you want when you're about to take down some Maleficar out in the woods is to have him point and laugh at your taste in clothing, am I right?
It seems like that might happen anyway.
Oh, ow, ow. Stab wounds to the pride are the worst. You don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's really quite boring.
Then make something up more exciting.
You know, I like the way you think. You're all right. If you're really curious, then I'll tell you. The truth of the matter is that I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a bastard and ignored me. I felt like Arl Eamon had cast me off, unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some solace in the training itself, I guess. I was actually quite good at it.
What did you enjoy about the training?
The education, mostly. But also the discipline. You need to have a disciplined mind in order to use the abilities we have. It was difficult, but rewarding. I never really felt at home anywhere, though. Until I joined the Grey Wardens. And Duncan felt my Templar abilities might be useful for when we encountered Darkspawn magic. So I kept it up. What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home?
The Circle of Magi's Tower was my home for a long time.
But it's not your home anymore, right? You can never go back for good. I think I understand how you feel. We won't always be traveling like this, you know. Once the war is over, once the Blight is... well, a time will come when we'll have to think about having a real home again. Though that seems like a far ways off. And I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good, either way.
You can always keep traveling.
Maybe. Could you? I don't know what I'd find out there that would be any different. I guess it would depend on where I was going. Anyhow, now I've sidetracked us. We'd better get back to what we're supposed to be doing right now.
Oops. Oops. Oops.
What do you need?
That was embarrassing how long it took to actually click on him.
Ask away.
Why'd you keep your birthright a secret?
You never asked?
That's a cheap answer.
All right. If you want the full explanation, I'll give it to you. The thing is, I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew. And then, after the battle, when I should have told you, I don't know, it seemed like it was too late by then. How do you just tell someone that?
How about, by the way, I'm the heir to the throne, just so you know.
Yes, well, I suppose part of me kind of liked you not knowing.
Why? What happens when people find out?
They treat me differently. I become the bastard prince to them, instead of just Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. I never wanted it, and I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me.
Don't want to be king? Why not?
Hello? Have you met me? I'm no leader of men. I don't want to be the person sitting on the throne and making decisions that affect the lives of others. It just isn't me. I guess I should be thankful that Arl Eamon is far more likely to inherit the throne. If he's all right. Oh, I hope he's all right. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. It was a dumb thing to do.
Don't worry about it, Alistair. No harm done.
I guess it's kind of a relief that you know now. Let's go.
I thought he was me for a second.
What do you need? Ask away.
Are we done with this? I'm not gonna bother.
Such as they are. About the Grey Wardens, anyhow.
Alright.
What do you need?
Let's go. Let's talk with Stan, who's still...
Yes,
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised. Very well.
Okay.
Speak, then. Then I
Okay.
suggest we move on. As you wish.
Let's see if we can give him any gifts. Besides his sword. Oh, I need to sell a bunch of shit. This shit too. I don't think any of this is for him, except for this. So I'm gonna leave that as it is. Now let's go to Shale and give her her remarkable greenstone.
Shiny.
Go back. Liliana, she gets Andraste's Grace.
Flowers? For me? They smell lovely, and there's something so familiar about them. These were my mother's flowers. She would sprinkle the dry petals amongst her clothes. Oh, they smell just like her. Thank you so much.
17, damn.
Yes?
I like to talk.
Well, here I am. Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be... Which one?
Do you know anything about the Dalish?
I have heard a little about how the elves gained their freedom from the Tevinter Imperium. When Andraste began her exalted march against the Imperium, the elves joined her cause to fight their masters. The great elven leader, Shatan, born in captivity, rose up to lead his people. He foresaw a future where the elves were free. Shatan was killed when Andraste was betrayed, but the elves continued to fight, eventually breaking free of the Imperium. The elves claimed the Dales in the south and settled there in a land of their own.
It didn't last.
The elves lived in the Dales for centuries. They resurrected the worship of the elven gods and would allow the building of no chantry. This angered the chantry, and the hostility between the two factions finally broke out in open war. The chantry says the elves struck first, but I do not know whether to believe it. The chantry declared a wholly exalted march against the elves, named for Andraste's similar march against Tevinter. During the exalted march of the Dales, the elven cities were sacked, and the elven state completely dissolved. Some of the elves bitterly accepted their fates and surrendered to human rule, living in the human cities as second-class citizens. But others, still fiercely proud of their heritage, refused to bow to the humans, and instead became homeless wanderers. They were the elves of the Dales, the Dalish.
What do you know about Andraste?
Andraste was the Maker's chosen. The Maker had long since abandoned the world when the sound of her singing turned his ear. Beauty, grace, and wisdom enraptured him, and he offered to take her from this flawed world to become his divine bride. But Andraste had an earthly husband and would not forsake him. Instead, she beseeched the Maker to return to his people once more. So earnest was her plea that the Maker was moved, and promised that he would create a paradise on earth if all abandoned their false gods and turned once more to him. And this is why Andraste began her exalted march on the idolaters of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker granted her his powers with which to smite her enemies. Andraste brought the Imperium to its knees, and her victories converted many to the worship of the Maker.
How did Andraste die?
Alas, it was the frailties of men that betrayed and killed Andraste. Her earthly husband, Maferath, a chieftain of the Alamari tribes himself, grew jealous as his wife's popularity and influence overshadowed his own. She was also revered as the Maker's betrothed, and Maferath began to see their own bond waning in significance as Andraste became ever more devoted to the Maker. Out of envy and spite, Maferath made a pact with the Archon Hessarian of Tevinter, allowing his beloved Andraste to be ambushed and captured. Andraste was burned at the stake in Minrathous, the capital of Tevinter.
But Tevinter has a chantry, doesn't it?
The Tevinter chantry claims that in Andraste's last moments, Hessarian's heart softened, and he heard the voice of the Maker telling him to end her suffering. He plunged his sword into her heart, and as her blood washed over his hands, he became one of the faithful, Dissenters said that the Archon only converted because he could not stem the tide of Andraste's cult, and was forced to do so to stay in power. We will never know for sure.
Let's just move on. And what other gifts do I have? This is for Oghren. I think this is for Alistair. I know both of these are for Morgan as well. Oh, where's Astro? Here, have a bone. You just hear a little tiny bark in the background. All right. We'll give him the stick too. And then, well, it actually highlights what he can get. Shale can have the pet rock. We can keep Herbert. I can't give gifts to myself. Shay can get.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
She has some of these, but some of them aren't. I think this is one too.
A fine gift.
Nope.
You have my thanks. A fine gift. You have my thanks.
I think this is one.
Interesting.
Nope. Let's hope those were just generic gifts then.
That's a wonderful thought.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Minor dexterity, moderate dexterity, major dexterity already. Wait, I forgot he's instantly. Why did I not have that already? Minor magic. Let's talk with Bodan.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Let me see
I'm
your
sure
wares.
you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Always gotta love a discount. Alright, first armor. That. Both of those. That. This. I think I could pretty much get everything. Rid of everything, I mean. And what does Alistair have now? That's fine. This can go away. This can go away. What? Tears is Dragonbone. Okay. This and this. This and this. And this. Okay, and do you have another backpack? You do. Why does he have another golden rope necklace? How many of these can I fucking get? Well, that's actually not bad. This is probably gonna go to Liliana. And I don't think I need anything else from here. Just yet, at least. Oh, he does have a Redcliffe thing. Let's go talk with Morgan and let's seal in our romance.
Yes?
So life in the wilds must have been very lonely.
At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees.
That sounds wonderful.
For a time, but one can only remain a child for so long. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. It was encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds.
I can't imagine Flemeth was pleased.
She was not. Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken.
But you were just a child.
And a foolish one. Flemeth was right to break me of my fascination. Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been.
But you don't need to live that way any longer.
Do I not? I am still an apostate mage, even if I have left the wilds. The Darkspawn are yet undefeated. No, there is much that remains. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality. Yes?
I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
Have you ever been hunted by the Chantry?
You are very cute to ask so many questions.
And you are cute when you're evasive.
Really? Perhaps we should be wrapped in ribbons and adorned with flowers. So cute are we, too. My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes, by Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were. Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more.
I feel sorry for the Templars.
They came with as much swagger and arrogance as they did self-righteousness. Pity them if you wish, for they held none for us.
Oh, I wanted
Flemeth
that
would
to be
warn them
sarcastic.
once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait. A little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom.
Surely more would have followed.
Sometimes. Eventually. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere, and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum.
I definitely should know what an apostate is. They got what they deserved.
Perhaps they did. Still, I do not begrudge them doing what they believe is necessary. The Chantry sees any mages not leashed to the Circle of Magi as apostates, and apostates could become Maleficarum, evil mages that resort to blood magic and become demon-enslaved abominations. It may even be true, still, those of us who prefer freedom see no reason to submit.
I agree completely.
An interesting answer for a mage. Enough of this talk. Let us return to the task at hand. Yes?
I'd like to ask you something.
Full of questions, are you?
Tell me, are you really Flemeth's daughter?
I assume you were actually asking whether Flemeth herself gave birth to me. Truly, I do not know. I once asked Flemeth that very question, and she merely laughed at me. 'Tis not inconceivable that she could capture a chastened man, or perhaps change to a more attractive form to attract him willingly. I find it more difficult to imagine her with child.
She was not always as old as she is now, was she?
As a matter of fact, I remember her being younger once. She had black hair, much like my own, long and lustrous. But how could that be if she is centuries old? Has she become wizened only recently? Or are the tales of her legend only that, and nothing more? I do know the tales of Flemeth having many daughters, even though I have never met another. And Flemeth has always treated me as her blood.
She doesn't seem very motherly.
Must one be a doting and simpering moron to be considered a suitable mother? Flemeth taught me everything I needed to learn. How to survive, the meaning of power, the truth of men. If other mothers do not teach these things, then I believe them the lesser.
Is there no place for nurturing and love?
Room for coddling and weakness? Why should such things be desirable? Take yourself. You do not honestly desire such things from me, do you? 'Tis better to be free of such cloying and cluttering delusions as love.
And what if I did want that?
Then more the fool you, I think. I tire of this discussion. Let us move on, shall we?
Oh, damn.
Yes?
I'd like to ask you something.
Full of questions, are you?
Is there anything that can be done for a possessed mage?
'Tis the child abomination you speak of from the haunted castle? If what you seek is to remove the demon from the child without harming the child, there is a way indeed. There is a connection between the child and the demon, one which can be followed to the demon's true form within the Fade. There, the demon can be battled directly. Only a mage may enter the Fade. It requires lyrium and a group of mages to cast the ritual, neither of which we have, yes? And, had we those things, it would still fall on one mage alone to defeat the demon. No simple task, but there you have it. Yes?
I think we're out of here.
Full
We're
of
done with
questions,
this.
are you?
Never mind. Oops.
Yes?
I'd like to discuss something personal.
We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Oh, I guess we're in a relationship already?
What's this? 'Tis a rather odd discussion you seem to desire, leaning in so closely.
Do you object?
Not unless you stop.
Got that locked in?
Yes? We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. Ah, such a romantic, I see.
I think this is it for right now. No, I think I have to do the discuss us.
Yes? We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. Discuss away.
No, I guess I can't do that just yet.
Yes? So, full of questions. Yes? We're in camp, so...
I'm used to Baldur's Gate, and I keep thinking that I need to go and long rest before I continue on to one place.
I've watched a lot of humans in my time. It should be aware that I've decided that it is not much like any of them.
That's super. Thanks, Shale.
Surely it must come from some superior lineage, yes? Some breed of flesh creature that has decided to elevate its genetic stock above its natural shortcomings?
Well, I am a mage.
Oh, then that must be it. I knew there had to be some reason, it being a human and all. I would appreciate if it didn't spread around that I said anything. Humans might start to get the wrong idea. They might start thinking their race is not completely hopeless.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
It is quite welcome. Now, let us crush something into a fine paste before it starts to think I've gone all soft. Perish the thought.
I'm so glad Shale likes me. I would have expected golems to be different.
Different? Different than what? Different than a statue? Different than a log? Should I talk in a monotone? Yes, master, I exist to serve the master. I shall kill for the master and only for the master. Perhaps it expected me to have a booming voice. Recite limericks. I can recite limericks, if it likes.
I wish you would. See, that's what I'm talking about.
I have never met another golem. I have no idea what one might be like, or why I wouldn't be like them. Why? Has it met other golems? Did they not sound as I do?
Being different isn't so bad.
Did I say it was bad? It thinks I hang on its every word, waiting for approval. I don't know what other golems might be like, but I am already superior by virtue of my free will. This is a good thing.
I agree. Being a golem would be handy.
Imagine the benefits. No need to eat or sleep or perform other functions. Walk underwater, crush the heads of every opponent. The possibilities are limitless. Barring the occasional 30 years or so of paralysis, there's little to compare. Now stop talking so much. The wagging of its moist little tongue is distracting. It speaks.
I'm just trying to get rid of Shale's thing. I have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
Apparently not. I'm told you killed your former master?
Oh, how interesting. Certainly I remember having a master. My memories of what happened to him are vague.
That's very convenient.
So some belabored description is now called for, is it? Oh, very well. My former master enjoyed experimenting upon me. I remember that much. There was tinkering with spells, and then the crystals. He was very eager to alter my function, I think.
Alter you? Why? You're fine as you are.
Flattery. And obvious flattery, too. I feel warm and fuzzy inside. He possessed my control rod, and back then, it would have prevented me from doing anything he did not command me to, no matter how I might have wished to. So what happened? I am unsure. He was experimenting, and then... nothing.
So he hit the kill me button by accident?
Ho, ho, ho. It does like to laugh, does it? But who knows? I may have such a thing. And then he was gone. I was standing where I was, in the village, and I could no longer move. The villagers came, poked and prodded me in fear, and then realized they could neither move me nor destroy me. So they simply left me. And in time I forgot I hadn't stood there all along.
But you wanted to kill him, right?
Oh, yes. Yes. Very much so. For so many years I'd had to leap to that little toadstool's every command. Get this, pick up that, put it down, pick it up again. The gall! At first I'd hoped he'd simply decided to leave me there paralyzed. An acceptable trade-off. After years passed, I simply stopped caring.
Sounds like you had a good rest.
I think I was ready to move on. Another few years and the moss would have covered my face. And then where would I have been? Whatever the mage did seemed to render the control rod useless, for which I should be thankful, yes? And provided it doesn't decide to copy his experiments, not that I would allow it, it has nothing to fear from me. Much.
Sounds good to me.
The things that it fights, and it fights things often, that is a different story. Let us get back to the walking and the fighting. My stone is beginning to itch again.
Oops.
It speaks.
Didn't know that would happen.
Yes, its adventures are interesting, even if the chances for success are remarkably slim. It would be better to throw oneself off a cliff, I suspect. Does it wish me to leave? I can, though I see no reason to go.
No, stay. You're quite helpful.
No doubt. Without me, it would have to carry its inventory on its own. Perhaps we should continue. Its chances of success are small enough without further dawdling.
I think that was from the last
speaks.
one. Blah, blah,
Its
blah.
journeys are fascinating. I had thought its chances slim, but perhaps I'm even wrong on that point. Does it wish me to leave? I can, though I see no reason to go.
Oh, I guess this was the same
Refreshing.
thing.
Normally such words would be...
Let's
It
do the second
speaks.
option then. I have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
Are those crystals in your skin?
I like to think of them as accessories.
Do all golems have them?
I suspect that it is an art that was practiced when golems were more, commonplace. My former master collected whatever lore he could find on the subject. He searched far and wide to collect what crystals he could and then added them. It is not an unpleasant sensation.
It's a dwarven thing then.
So I would assume. My former master enjoyed poking around the ruins in the Deep Roads after all, and bartering with others who did. As I understand it, the crystals allow me to alter the flow of magic around me. Wilhelm had hoped to turn me into a battery of mana, something he could tap at will.
Did he succeed?
Not really, although now that I think of it, these attempts may be what caused my disruption. Some of the crystals increase the presence of mana, some absorb or reflect spells. There are various kinds. All I can promise is that should it ever find one of these crystals, I can likely tell it the function and what it would do if added to me.
Would you be willing to have more added?
Why not? I don't get to wear clothing and other adornments like the rest of you creatures after all. That answers its question, I assume? Unless it has more.
How did you end up in Honolith? Do you remember?
Oh yes, that I remember quite well. My former master, the Mage Wilhelm, he brought me. As I recall, he had acquired some position with whatever lord ruled the land. I, being little more than a glorified possession at the time, was brought along. Oh, how he enjoyed impressing the villagers with me. Gollum snarl at that villager there, be fearsome. And of course, I would have to do it.
I would have thought you'd enjoy scaring humans.
I'd have happily stomped them all into paste, and then ripped down their little houses and stomped on them, too. In fact, after 30 years of watching them, I'd do it twice. What I didn't like was being ordered to do it. Dangled in front of those frightened morons like some scary thing. Once I was a statue, it took those villagers years before they'd even approach me. The first one to actually work up the nerve to touch me urinated himself. Ugh.
You didn't like this Wilhelm, I take it.
He did love using that control rod. Fondled it so much, his wife actually threatened to throw it in the
fondle
lake.
his rod.
I would have liked to have seen that. Which reminds me, where did it find the rod? Did it pay a great deal for it?
Oh yes, a fortune in fact.
Good. Clearly, I am worth it.
But why were you out in front of the tower?
That is where Wilhelm kept me. He wanted me out in the open where I could be frightening like a scarecrow. I was supposed to watch for thieves. Pah! Plus, his wife didn't want me indoors. She said there wasn't room for me. Hag.
His wife?
I was once larger, 10 feet tall. Then the loathsome hag complained that I couldn't fit through the doors. So the mage had me shrunk down. Can it believe it? And she still wanted me out.
Oh, this is one of my favorite lines. How does someone shrink a golem?
With a chisel. And a lot of nerve.
Let me check something real quick. Do you remember anything before Hanalith?
I traveled with the mage. He did a lot of traveling, I remember that. But where we went, it is rather fuzzy. I remember great battles, fighting many humans long ago. They were all very soft and squishy. And before that, No, there are only images. I was somewhere dark.
Just how old are you exactly?
I have no idea. Wilhelm used to brag that the dwarves stopped making golems centuries ago. I do not age as you soft creatures do. Sadly, my memory is no better. Plus, I get bored and stop paying attention.
Interesting. I'm done asking about that.
Good. I was just about done talking about it. It does like to have a good chat now and again, doesn't it?
Oh, dang, that was a big one.
It speaks.
I have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
How did Wilhelm come to acquire you?
That part I know, as Wilhelm often bragged about it
Oh, they
to
do have
whoever
pronounce
was
it as
willing to
Vil.
listen to him. He claimed to have found me in the Deep Roads. I was in the ruins of a Tig, he said, deactivated, with my control rod not far away.
Do you know where in the Deep Roads this was?
No. That secretive bastard refused to tell me. I would ask and ask, but no. He used to say that one day, if I were compliant and didn't talk back at his wife, he would take me there and I could look around myself. Rotten, lying bastard. If I had his head in my hands now, I would squeeze it like a giant lemon. Squish.
You don't know why you were there?
I think I remember a battle. It was long before, and then there was darkness. Bah, in short, no. I do not remember why I was there. It makes no difference.
What was Wilhelm doing in the Deep Roads?
It was a hobby of his, scavenging. One of the reasons he traveled so much is that he was looking for entrances into the Deep Roads, old places the dwarves had long forgotten. And then he would sneak down and search for magical treasure, before anyone was the wiser.
Wouldn't that have been dangerous?
Indeed. He had spells that allowed him to remain hidden and move quickly, but he had no defense against the Blight, and worried constantly that he would get sick. If any Darkspawn showed themselves, he fled. More often, he would have to fight other scavengers, dwarves who had become tainted. In the end, it killed him. I mean, he found me there, right?
So if he hadn't found you...
I wouldn't have had to put up with the twit, and I would be none the wiser. I don't think I was aware while I was there. Not like in the village. Or perhaps I was. Perhaps that was the dark place, and I simply couldn't see anything. How long could even I sit in the darkness and stare out at nothing, never sleeping? Oh, I do not wish to think of that.
Let's move on.
On then.
I think I got
It
one more
speaks.
thing to go through. I have some
It
questions.
doesn't have better things to do.
You watch that village day and night for years?
I do not sleep, so yes, and I thank it for reminding me. Try to imagine, if it will, what it would be like to be surrounded by nothing but boring peasants, all oblivious to it.
Sounds like you were a bit of a voyeur.
Oh, yes. It certainly was the height of intrigue to listen to the accounts of how young Dornan had scandalized the village by his purchase of an Orlesian hat, and the argument that those two muddy farmers had over the price of barley for a whole summer. Riveting. And then there were the birds. A whole village full of pigeons and ravens and sparrows all perching on me day in and day out.
Sounds a little messy.
Those foolish villagers would spread birdseed near me, drawing the birds, because they thought having birds perch on me was quaint. Quaint! If there hadn't been the occasional kind soul to scour me clean, I don't care to discuss this anymore.
Uh-oh.
It speaks.
He lost the
It doesn't
level
have better
4
things
strength.
to do.
You don't seem to like humans much.
That is true. I do not. I'm not interested in getting into a discussion on the subject, however. Ask another time. If it is done asking overly obvious questions, let us find some humans to throw off a cliff, or something.
I'm guessing that's
speaks.
it done.
It doesn't have better things to do.
Let's move on.
On then.
And 52 out of 100. Find. Let's level up Stan. Oh yeah, he does not get the first. I think if we reset him, he does. But honestly, I'm really not sure. Play. Inventory. Alright, we got dog equipped with stuff. Let's go. Let's go.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
I want Sten because I think we can figure out his sword thing if we go to the docks. Is he just one
You
of the
have
normal
coin,
mages?
stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old Tegrin can give you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
Alright, let's, what's going on in
There's
Orzammar?
two things I'm here for. Travel or trade. Understand?
Okay, let's see this discount of yours then. I don't need any of this stuff. Ooh, I think this is the only way to get the initial stuff. This is for low gain, I believe, but it's still useful. Oh, so shoes. That's really the big thing for him. And we're just going to talk about them right now.
Oh, how dear of you.
Does it not do a thing if we...
Something I can help with?
What do you know about
Next
this place?
to nothing, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Perhaps something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind?
I heard that in Relay, minstrels are often spies.
Where did you hear this?
I read it in a history book.
And did you not think that this could be historical fact and no longer true? Not all minstrels are spies. Most are just singers and storytellers. But some of them are what we call bards.
And the bards are spies?
Bards are minstrels and more. Spies, as you say. Some say there is a bard order, but I don't think this is true. Many bards work alone or in small groups, doing the bidding of a patron who pays for their services. If there is an organization behind it all, no one knows who they are.
Patron? What sort of patron?
Nobles, mostly. In Orlais, there is much rivalry amongst the highborn. They fight over land, influence, and the favor of the empress. But they cannot do this openly because it is impolite, and in public, they wear smiling faces and pretend to be civil. In secret, they plot and scheme to destroy each other. It is a game completely meaningless to anyone but its players.
You seem to know quite a bit about these bards.
And I should, shouldn't I, after having spent most of my adult life as one? You've guessed as much, I'm sure. But does it really matter what I was? What's past is past.
But why were you living as a cloistered sister in rural Ferelden?
I found myself in Ferelden and sheltered from bad weather in the Chantry. And when the storm passed, I just did not want to leave. I like to say the Maker brought me here.
Okay.
Something I can help
Since
with?
I don't want to give up since she just started sharing about herself now. Blah blah
Yes?
blah. Talk about something.
What's on your mind?
Why did you decide to come to Ferelden?
My mother was from Denerim, and I consider myself a Ferelden. Mother served an Orlesian noblewoman who lived here when Orlais ruled. When Orlais was defeated, and the common folk began to resent the presence of any Orlesian, the lady returned to Orlais. She took my mother with her. I was born in Orlais, and did not set foot in Ferelden till much later. Mother was always telling me stories of her homeland. I think she missed it.
Why did she leave Ferelden then?
She had served Cecily, the Lady Cecily, for many years, and was loyal to her. Cecily was a good person. She was always kind to me. Mother died when I was very young. Lady Cecily let me stay with her. I had no one else. She was quite old then, and she had me study music and dance to entertain her. It is unfair that I have more memories of Cecily than my mother.
Oh, that was a weird sound. What was Cecily like?
She was an elderly lady, very refined and proper. She had impeccable manners and taste, more so than a lot of Orlesian ladies. Cecily was also kind. My mother was unmarried and with child. It was scandalous. and Cecilia had every right to turn my mother out. She didn't. Strangely, the only thing I really remember of Mother was her scent. She kept dried flowers in her closet amongst her clothes. Small white Ferelden wildflowers with a sweet fragrance. Mother called them Andrastis Grace. They were very rare in Orlais. But enough about that. Let us move on.
I gave you one of those already.
Something I can help with? Yes?
I have the
What's
things
on your
unlocked.
mind?
Do you miss anything about Orlais?
I miss Val Royeaux. Unlike other cities where the people are the lifeblood and the character, Val Royeaux was her own person, and her people little more than decorations. There was always music in Val Royeaux, streaming from the many windows, quiet refrains and triumphant choruses, and always, floating above that all, the chant, coming from the Grand Cathedral. It was magnificent.
Every time she said Val Royeaux, it made me think of when people say croissant for croissant. I don't know why. It's as soon as she said it the first time, that's every time she said it afterwards, I just heard croissant, croissant. I've never been to Orlais.
If you get the chance, you should see it, at least Val Royeaux. Of course, there are good things and bad things about Orlais.
That one was
like
a bit
anywhere
different.
Else. Sometimes I miss it dearly, and sometimes I'm glad I'm rid of it. And you will laugh at this, but I miss the fine things I had in Orlais.
What sorts of things?
Dresses, fine dresses and furs, and shoes, of course. One can't mingle with nobility with bad shoes, you see. Orlais is very fashionable, almost ridiculously so. But the shoes, living with those ridiculous trends was worth it for the shoes.
What's so special about shoes?
Well, they're shoes. They're pretty. Some of them anyway. When I left Orlais, the fashion was shoes with delicate tapered heels and embellishments in the front. A ribbon, perhaps, or embroidery. In soft colors, of course. It was spring.
Wouldn't that be hard to walk in?
I wouldn't want to run in it, or have to enter battle, but for lounging in a lady's sitting room? Perfect. The shoes made in Orlais were exquisite. Not at all like these clunky fur-lined leather boots you have in Ferelden. Ugh, just look at them.
They're comfortable.
They're sturdy shoes, but sometimes a girl just wants to have pretty feet. Oh, I could talk about shoes all day, but we have things to do, don't we?
Yes, we do. And so I'm going to leave there because I actually want to continue on. We're off to the Circle of Magi so we can save Connor, who I usually let get possessed, but I decided to flip a coin, and when I was getting Shale, and whoever won that between him and
Do you
Amalia.
see the tower? The view from the top must be spectacular.
I don't ever remember that giant point. And Amalia lost, so she's out there possessed somewhere, and we actually have to save Connor now. Cut dog to go pee on a boat. And a
You have
deserter.
some kind of problem.
I'm here on behalf of the Blackstone Irregulars.
Oh? What was this about?
I hear you stole supplies from the guild.
Oh, I see. Tauren must have sent you. I refuse to answer to a pawn of Tauren. Come, men, to arms!
And this is how you die. So, I'm gonna fucking punch you in the dick. That's where I would send all stone fists. I'm gonna turn your friend into a bomb. Because I am a bomb factory. I'm going to freeze him. I'm gonna make...
If you insist.
Your friend is a smart bomb. So now I'm gonna freeze you, and blast you, and punch you in the dick again.
Easy.
And Stan had to go and die.
All right.
I guess the Raven is just
Going.
everywhere. This is for the mod that allows you to get the respec potions, which only exist in Awakening, unfortunately. Who the hell is this guy?
Well, look at this. I remember taking you across when you left with that fella Duncan. And now you're a Grey Warden. My pap used to tell me stories about them.
Hello, Kester. Why aren't you manning the boat?
Templars took the boat.
What bitches? Why would they take your boat?
I don't got a clue. They wouldn't tell me. Gregor just came down and said, "Don't you worry, Kester. We got it all under control, we do." Didn't say nothing else. And then he puts Carol in charge of my boat. Lissy. Named for my grandmum, she was.
Is something wrong up at the tower?
I told you, they didn't tell me nothing. And if I know they're mages, I'm better off keeping out of their business. If I had to guess, I'd guess it had to do with magic. But the tower's always got something to do with magic.
But I have to get there. I'm on official business.
Don't look at me. I told you, I'm not the ferryman no more. Gregor's told me to stay here till it blows over. But I'm telling you, some storms don't blow over easy.
I could convince the Templars to let me in.
Maybe you could at that. I'm sure your mind's all afire now, eh?
What are your opinions on the Circle?
I reckon it's good for them mages. Gather them all, learn them some proper magics. I know what they say about mages, but the Maker made them for a purpose. If you can't trust him, who can you trust?
So you know Knight Commander Gregor well?
Oh, I can't say that. I'm lucky he's good enough to give me the time of day. The first enchanter's all right. He's polite as can be, but he's always a little distant, if you get my drift. But Gregor'll stay to talk. I reckon he likes hearing from us common folk, you know? He's a man to be respected, that Gregor.
I can't stay. Good day, Kester.
All right. Keep safe, you hear?
Safe doesn't really exist in my new line of work.
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you? Exactly who I was hoping to meet. I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry.
Isn't that against the Chantry's laws?
We harm no one, I assure you. And we enforce the Chantry's laws among ourselves. All we seek is a life outside of the Templar's shadow. Next to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet.
I'll take a look at these requests.
Thank you, my friend. We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Makers smile upon you.
Alright, that's... bag. Oh, that's a... I don't know if we're gonna get this one, because I don't know if I'm gonna go out of my way to go to each one. I mean, I guess I still have to go to each of those places, so maybe. I'll just accept everything. I don't know if I'm actually gonna get to everything, though. That's done. Let's see if I talk to Stan, if I can
Yes.
get his quests. I have a question.
I am hardly surprised. Very well.
Alright, I want to discuss something you
Speak, then.
mentioned. That's enough for
Then I
now.
suggest we move on.
Let's
That's
go. Alright, I'm gonna, I guess, cheat a little bit, because apparently I need to get his approval up a bit more. And I don't think I have anything for him. Except for this.
I am impressed. My thanks.
Yeah, blah blah blah.
You are not quite as callow as I thought. That is unexpected.
Thanks, I guess?
You're welcome.
So will you tell me now why you were caged? You were caged?
I caged myself. A weak mind is a deadly foe, as you are no doubt aware.
What do you mean by a weak mind?
That is complicated. I told you before that I was sent here. I was not sent alone. I came to your lands with 7 of the Beresad, my brothers, to seek answers about the Blight. We made our way across the Ferelden countryside without incident, seeing nothing of the threat we were sent to observe. Until the night we camped by Lake Calenhad. They came from everywhere. The earth beneath our feet, the air above us. Our own shadows harbored the Darkspawn. I saw the last of the creatures cut down, too late. I fell.
What happened to the other Qunari?
I am told no others survived. I don't know how long I lay on the battlefield among the dead, nor do I know how the farmers found me. I only know that when I woke I was no longer among my brothers, and my sword was gone from my hand.
You probably dropped it on the battlefield.
Perhaps. I searched for it, and when that failed I asked my rescuers what had become of it.
Did the farmers know where it was?
They said they found me with nothing.
And then?
I killed them. With my bare hands. I did. I knew they didn't have the blade. They had no reason to lie to me. I panicked. Unthinking, I struck them down.
You panicked over a lost blade?
That sword was made for my hand alone. I have carried it from the day I was set into the Beresad. I was to die wielding it for my people. Even if I could cross Ferelden and Tevinter unarmed and alone to bring my report to the Arishok, I would be slain on sight by the Antam. They would know me as soulless, a deserter. No soldier would cast aside his blade while he drew breath.
Couldn't you search for it?
If I knew where to look, it would be in my hand now.
Where did you fight? Where? I thought that said find at first. Well, I read it as fight, but then I thought I messed up and it said find. Only to realize it said fight. Where did you fight the Darkspawn?
Near Lake Calenhad.
Don't worry, we'll find it.
Perhaps those words are empty, but thank you all the same.
Oops.
You called. I am hardly surprised.
Do you find Ferelden very strange?
To put it lightly, no one has a place here. Your farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles, and the nobles become warriors. No one is content to be who they are.
Don't the Qunari ever want to change their lot in life?
What does that accomplish? The farmer who buys a shop is never a merchant. He is always a farmer turned merchant. He carries his old life with him as a turtle carries its shell.
Maybe he was meant to be a merchant.
Meant by whom? And if that were indeed his purpose, why did that mysterious source of meaning not make him so to begin with?
Do you think birth should determine your destiny?
Destiny? Destiny is superstitious nonsense. Life is not a journey that ends with you arriving or not arriving at the proper destination. Life is what you do. Life is the duties you fulfill.
You don't think happiness is important?
You can learn to find it in doing your duty, in serving your people. There is no need to search for it. Shall we move on?
Is there anything you like about Ferelden?
There is interesting food here. You have a thing. It doesn't have a word in the Qunari tongue. Little baked things like bread, but sweet and crumbly.
Cookies?
Yes. We have no such things in our lands. This should be remedied.
You sound a bit homesick.
Perhaps. It's strange to be in a crowd and hear a language that is not your own. To see faces that are and aren't like yours. I miss the smells of Saharon. Tea and incense and the sea. Ferelden smells of wet dogs.
Dogs don't smell that bad.
Skunks don't mind the smell of other skunks either. Shall we move on?
I want to discuss
Speak,
something.
then.
That's
Then I
enough.
suggest we move on.
Question.
I am hardly surprised.
Okay.
Very well.
I was just making sure I was done with him.
As you...
Let's go. I don't think it would have spawned the people I need to talk to up here. So let's go into the spoiled princess.
All right.
I forgot that it was called that. You know what? I'm just gonna do a save real quick because I got through a lot of character dialogue and I don't want to have to do that again. Innkeeper.
Good day, and welcome to the Spoiled Princess. Is there something I can get for you?
Why is the inn called the Spoiled Princess?
It was my father's idea. He ran the inn before me, and he named it for my sister. She was his little princess. Princess decided the country was too dull for her and moved to Denerim. More glamorous, she said. Well, she was found murdered, robbed of all the trinkets my father bought her with his hard-earned money. My father died of shock and heartbreak. Mother stopped eating, and I got the struggling inn. The name stuck. That's the story.
I'd like a drink.
Of course. What would you like?
Let's see, do they got anything? Oh, wine, but I got too much of that already. We'll sell that though. And that. And this. And that. And this. And that. And all the other shit that is this? Okay, that's a gift, but all the other shit I forgot to sell. And
overpriced swill. What are you looking at? Can a man drink in peace?
Good day.
I think it's when I come here for
Here I am.
the Sacred Ashes quest. Alright, let's hope the people spawned so I don't have to... Oh, I guess when I come back from the tower, I can just do it. There we go. Scavenger.
Back off! I was here first.
You haven't seen a sword lying around here, have you?
Why, you looking to buy one?
No, but my very large, very angry friend here is.
Oh, is he? Well, that's... see, I'd like to sell you one, but I don't, have any myself. I got part of a glove the wolves didn't chew too badly, though. I think it was a glove, anyway. I know, don't say it. I got cheated. I knew the guy who was here before me. He sold me this spot. Said he found giants and all kind of crazy valuables. He didn't mention that he'd taken everything but the bones and the dirt already. His name's Ferrin. Squirrely little bastard, if you ask me. Which you didn't, but I said it anyway.
He sold you this spot. Does he own this land?
No, that's some freeholder or other. He just sold me the looting rights. I'm not building a house here or nothing. He was going to Orzammar, he said. I imagine he's gotten there by now. If you find him, tell him I sent you. It'll scare the piss out of him.
Oh, that's right. Alright, well, let's put him away for Alistair.
Blood and damnation. Indeed.
Vashaden.
Yes.
And let's go into the Fade. So that we can go into the Fade.
You
You're not looking to get across to the tower, are you? Because I have strict orders not to let anyone pass.
Why? I need to get to the tower.
No one gets to the tower. No one. The tower is off limits to all.
I am a mage. Let me in.
No, now go away.
As a Grey Warden, I demand to be brought to the tower.
Oh, you're a Grey Warden, are you? Prove it.
I have these documents here.
Yes? Oh, a Grey Warden seal. Aha! So you're claiming to be one of those. You know, I have some documents too. They say I'm the Queen of Antiva. What do you think of that?
Aren't queens female?
Don't question royalty. Anyway, it was nice chatting with you. Now, on your way, right now, go.
I warn you, my patience is wearing thin.
Is that bad? Look, I'm, just trying to do my job. I'll take you right now, just like you wanted.
Yes, please do.
Come along, I suppose.
And I want 2 men stationed within sight of the doors at all times. Do not open the doors without my express consent. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
The doors are barred. Are they keeping people out or in?
Now we wait and pray.
Gregor, good to see you again.
Well, look who's back. A proper Grey Warden now, are we? Glad you're not dead.
You're truly glad I'm not dead?
Perhaps. Now we're dealing with a situation that doesn't involve you, Grey Warden.
I'm a Grey Warden, but I am also a mage.
I shall speak plainly. The tower is no longer under our control. Abominations and demons stalk the tower's halls. We were too complacent. First Jowan, now this. Don't think I've forgotten your role in Jowan's escape.
Jowan's escape seems small compared to the situation here.
True enough.
What has become of the first enchanter?
We don't know. We saw only demons, hunting Templars and mages alike. I realized we could not defeat them and told my men to flee.
What can I do to help?
I have sent word to Denerim, calling for reinforcements and the right of annulment.
How can you think of annulling the entire circle?
The mages are probably already dead. Any abominations remaining in there must be dealt with, no matter what.
This situation is dire. There is no alternative. Everything in the tower must be destroyed so it can be made safe again.
The mages are not defenseless. Some must still live.
If any are still alive, the Maker himself has shielded them. No one could have survived those monstrous creatures. It is too painful to hope for survivors and find nothing.
I'll look for survivors.
I assure you, an abomination is a force to be reckoned with, and you will face more than one.
Abominations cannot stand against me.
If you succeed, I would owe you much, enough that I would pledge my Templars to your cause. Without word from Denerim, I must determine our course. Surely destroying Darkspawn is a worthy goal.
We have an agreement then.
A word of caution. Once you cross that threshold, there is no turning back. The great doors must remain barred. I will open them for no one until I have proof that it is safe. I will only believe it is over if the first enchanter stands before me and tells me it is so. If Irving has fallen, and the circle is lost and must be destroyed. May Andraste lend you her courage, whatever you decide.
Alright, let's loot everything real quick. That's absolute garbage.
Yes, was there something else you wanted?
I had a few other questions.
The tower has been quiet for a while. I suppose I have time to answer your questions.
The Templar at the docks seems a little odd.
Carroll. He's generally a good lad, but a little strange, yes. He should probably be in Denerim, but I could spare no one else.
I should go. I don't feel like learning his backstory.
Maker, have mercy on me.
It's Murdoch's voice. Well, one of his voices.
I wish this were over. We're running low on supplies, and I don't know how much longer we'll last.
You have supplies for sale?
Yes. Would you like to trade?
Alright, let's trade. Before I look through his stuff, I'm actually going to go use the bathroom real quick. But I'll be back in like 30 seconds. Alright. Does he have anything important? I don't remember. Oh, he has this. I definitely need that. I don't know if Alistair can use this. Oh, that seems good too, but I'm nowhere close to using that. That's pretty good too. I might use that for Morrigan. Thorn. Oh fuck, I don't have enough. We're gonna make enough. I think I'm finally gonna break down and sell the big Reaper's Cudgel, because it's not that great, at least not for how much it's worth. So I'm gonna get rid of my money troubles, because I need this backpack. Oh, I need Shale's gift too, and I don't have enough for it, so I'm just gonna hold off on that. I'm gonna get these for myself. And oh yeah, this one. I'm gonna give Alistair a mace again, because he should have enough for that.
What?
Shut up, Alistair. Don't talk to me like that. What is your problem? Oh. Why are you so negative? Alright, let's what the hell is it? We're gonna have to give you this.
I could get used to this, you know.
So I don't know how I got you so negative. Yeah, that's a nice mace. It has a lot more armor penetration. Although it does do, for some reason, a lot less damage. Probably because of the armor penetration. Do I have a lot?
You know, chances are we'll be heading to Denerim soon.
Shit.
And when we're there, I wonder if we might be able to look someone up.
You have a friend outside the Grey Wardens?
I'm not talking about a friend, exactly. And no,
Sorry
it's
for
not
skipping
that
that
sort of
part.
friend either. The thing is, I have a sister, a half-sister. I told you about my mother, right? She was a servant at Redcliffe Castle and she had a daughter. Only, I never knew about her. I don't think she knew about me either. They kept my birth a secret, after all. But, after I became a Grey Warden, I did some checking, and, well, I found out she's still alive. In Denerim.
Have you contacted her?
No. I thought about writing her, but I never did. And then we were called down to Ostagar, and I never got the chance. She's the only real family I have left. The only family not also mixed up in the whole royal thing. I've just been thinking that maybe it's time I went to see her. With the Blight coming and everything, I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to see her. Maybe I can help her. Warn her about the danger, I don't know.
What are you expecting she will do?
I'm not sure. I don't know anything about her except her name and where she lives. Her name is Goldana, and I think she remarried but still lives just outside the alienage. If we're in the area, then, well, it's worth a look.
Where the... Okay, here he is.
Something on your mind?
I have some
Of course.
questions. If you were raised in the Chantry, have you never...
Never what? Had a good pair of shoes?
Sex?
Oh, so that's what we're talking about. Well, if you really want to know, you tell me first.
Tell you what, of course I have.
And apparently you have no shame as well. Well, all right, I'll play along. I myself never had the pleasure. Not that I haven't thought about it, of course. But, you know.
You've never had the opportunity?
Well, living in the Chantry is it's not exactly a life for rambunctious boys. They raised me to be a gentleman. That's not so bad, is it?
You tell me.
I've no urge to rush into anything. We may not even survive what is to come, after all. Enough. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Let's go.
Oh, he actually had a little +1.
Something on your mind? Of course.
What changes about you after the joining?
You mean other than becoming a Grey Warden?
You've been a Grey Warden longer than I have.
You know, I asked Duncan this too, and all I got was, "You'll see."
That seems rather cruel of him.
Oh, it's not that Duncan wants to keep it a secret. It's just that the Grey Wardens don't discuss it much. I gather it's not a pleasant topic. The first change I noticed was an increase in appetite. I used to get up in the middle of the night and raid the castle larder. I thought I was starving. I'd slurp down every dinner like it was my last. My face all covered in gravy. When I'd look up, the other Grey Wardens would stare, then laugh themselves to tears.
So, oh no, I'm not gonna go with, I was gonna go with number 1, but I'm going with number 2 instead. I haven't felt anything like that.
Really? I saw you eating dinner the other day. Savage.
Yes, well, I can't burp on command. Sorry for being a disappointment.
Ah yes, the classy camaraderie of two men traveling out in the open. I take it you were like this before the joining, then. Oh, and then there were the nightmares. Duncan said it was part of how we sense the Darkspawn. We tap into their, well, I don't know what you call it, their group mind. And when we sleep, it's even worse. You learn to block it out after a while, but at first it's hard. It's supposed to be worse for those who join during a blight. How is it for you?
Nightmares. Yes, I know what you mean.
Some people never have much trouble, but that's rare. Others have trouble sleeping their entire life. They're just more sensitive, I suppose. Everyone ends up the same, though. Once you reach a certain age, the real nightmares come. That's how a Grey Warden knows his time has come.
Bad news, I take it? Spit it out.
Oh, that's right. We never had time to tell you that part, did we? Well, in addition to all the other wonderful things about being a Grey Warden, you don't need to worry about dying from old age. You've got 30 years to live, give or take. The Taint. It's a death sentence. Ultimately, your body won't be able to take it. When the time comes, most Grey Wardens go to Orzammar and die in battle rather than waiting. It's tradition.
Why Orzammar?
You'll always find Darkspawn down where the dwarves are. The oldest Grey Wardens head to the deep roads for one last glorious battle. Not that there's a shortage of Darkspawn during a blight, but that's the tradition. The dwarves respect us for it. And you wondered why we kept the joining a secret from the new recruits. There you have it.
It seems a high price to pay.
I suppose it is. We're the only ones who can stop the blight, however. Is there a price too high to pay for that? You know, Duncan... he started having the nightmares again. He told me that in private. He said it wouldn't be long before he'd go to Orzammar himself. I guess he got what he wanted. I just wish it had been something worthy of him.
He will be remembered, Alistair, as will the others.
I know. Ending the blight should make this all worthwhile, right? Something on your mind?
I have some questions. What was it like to be a Grey Warden with all the others?
I didn't know them for very long. But I guess it was longer than you. You never met them all, did you? They were quite a group. Actually, they felt like an extended family, since we were all cut off from our former lives. We also laughed more than you'd think. There was this one time... well, you probably don't want to hear stories about men you didn't know.
No, I'd like to hear about them.
There was one Grey Warden who came all the way from the Anderfels. What was his name? Gregor... He was a burly man with the biggest, fuzziest beard you've ever seen. And the man could drink. He drank all the time, but he never got drunk. Finally, we all made a pool to see just how many pints it would take to put him under the table.
I bet I could have outdrank him.
Oh, I honestly doubt it. You might have tried, but this fella had a supernatural constitution, I swear. Anyhow, we never did find out. He said he'd drink a pint for every half pint that the rest of us drank. He was still going by the time the rest of us were passed out. I'm told that Duncan walked in later on and saw us all passed out from one end of the hall to the other, and Gregor still drinking. Duncan laughed until he nearly...
Imagine being this much of a dick. I'm sorry, this must be hard for you.
Yes, I suppose so. I thought I was done with this, but it just struck me that I have nothing to remember Duncan by. Nothing at all. There's no body, not even a token of his that I could take with me. That must sound really stupid to you.
You have your memories of him.
I just would have liked something of his to take with me, that's all. Well, there's no use in moaning about it, is there? He's gone. Let's just go. I'm wondering something. I'd like to know your thoughts about some of our traveling companions. Do you mind if I ask?
Go ahead, I don't mind.
What about Sten? The way he looks at me with those eyes. Creepy. And he's so quiet for someone so big.
He's dedicated. I'll give him that.
Yet he doesn't seem quite so bad as the Chantry tells us. According to them, his philosophy is vile and evil. Yet he seems so reasonable. And yet, he killed all those people. He doesn't even deny it. Doesn't that bother you?
We're all killers, Alistair.
I don't know if I like the sound of that. But I guess I take your meaning. What about Liliana? Is she crazy? Or do you really believe in her vision?
I believe that she believes in her vision.
That's one way to put it. I don't know what to make of her. If you look at her when she doesn't see you, she just looks so sad. I almost feel guilty taking her away from her life.
It was her choice.
Yes, I know. Still, I feel badly for her. Morrigan, do you trust her? Think about it. Maybe Flemeth sent her with us for some other reason than she said.
You really don't like each other, do you?
Well, aside from the fact that she's a complete and utter bitch, no, I don't like her at all.
That's what makes her
Why,
hot,
do you?
Alistair. She and I have a connection.
Great. So they were right. Well, it's your funeral. Enough. I think my curiosity is sated. Let's get back to it, shall we? Something on your mind? Of course.
I think that's it.
Such as they are.
Alright, let's actually get on with this.
Others,
Oops.
yes. But not yourself. I need someone who's trained first. I guess if I'm going to give up Chantry secret...
Whoops. Oh, you get codexes for that.
So the mages are all locked within. A fitting end for those who gave up their own freedom. I have a thought.
Oh, what? I want to do the first one. I'm going to do the first one. Just the one?
Ah, such wit. Truly, you and Mother should form a troupe of jesters and tour the countryside. We have an opportunity that I believe we should take advantage of. To the point. My mother was once divested of a particular grimoire by a most annoying Templar hunter. It occurred long before I was born, but even today, Flemeth speaks of the loss with great rage. With the circle of magi in such disarray, it occurs to me that this might be the perfect time to recover the tome from their possession, for surely it eventually ended up in their hands.
What do you want with this grimoire exactly?
'Tis a book of spells, of the sort that Flemeth has dabbled with throughout her long life. Not the sort of thing that would benefit a mage such as yourself, perhaps, for you were taught a different path. I, however, was taught by my mother. I know a way around the wards my mother would have placed on such a tome. I know the language that she would have written it in. I would find such a tome most useful.
Useful in what way?
Useful in the way that it might increase my power. Useful in the way that I would become more useful to you. Does that not follow?
Why didn't you mention this earlier?
I did not think of it earlier. Truly, Mother has assumed for a long time that the tome was lost forever. I only remembered it now after thinking what treasures might be found in the Circle of Magi's tower now in its condition.
Very well. I'll keep an eye out for it.
Good. I am most interested to see its contents, should it be located. The grimoire is leather-bound and adorned with the symbol of a leafless tree, should you come across it. If not, however, then I shall simply put it out of my mind. Yes?
I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you? I was not born such. The chastened have tales of we witches,
I don't know why it escaped.
saying that
I
we
didn't mean to do
assume the
that.
forms
Well,
of creatures to watch them from
it
hiding.
just kinda
When
happened.
a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
Your mother has been doing this for a long time, then.
Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Can anyone become a shape changer?
Anyone with sufficient will. But the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell, and thus requires a mage's talents. Indeed, you could learn the spells required, if I cared to teach you.
I've never heard of magic like that before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the Circle of Magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the Chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could, but as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
That's good. Such traditions need to be preserved.
I'm shocked that you think so, being a mage of the Circle as you were. But perhaps you felt a little like a caged bird as well, caught within that dark tower.
Yes, very much so.
I thought so.
Can you change into other human forms as well?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
And what do other animals think of you when you're changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
That's all I wanted to ask. Oh, I hit one of the wrong
Indeed. Have you an
thing.
opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
Maybe tied to a flagpole and tickled.
What a bizarre thing to say. But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
And one more thing.
Yes? So, full of questions. Possibly, if I had the desire to. I do not.
As you wish. I think that's the glitch you need.
Yes?
If she has too high of an approval, she won't teach you for some reason.
We are hardly alone, so privacy is not an option. It is your question, however. Ask what you will.
So, what do I have to do to get on your good side?
You are already on my good side, such as it is. Or do you seek something else? Something more intimate?
I think I'm ready to move forward, yes.
Oh, good to know that. Let me see. I would expect favor to come with a price. Perhaps you would be willing to pay a compliment. Is that too much?
You are brilliant and amazing.
I suppose stating the obvious will have to do. Very well, then. You are on my good side. Best watch your step that you don't fall off.
Now I just want to make
Yes?
Alistair uncomfortable.
We are hardly alone, so privacy is not an option. It is your question, however. Ask what you will. And you wish to do this in front of an audience, do you?
I want...
Oh, go on, you two.
Oh,
Ooh.
Liliana, it was supposed
You
to be
hear that?
Alistair.
It seems we have approval.
I'll try one more time to get Alistair, because it's always funny seeing his reaction. One more time.
Yes. We are hardly alone, so privacy is... And you wish to do this in...
Oh.
Alright, it looks like it's going to stick with Liliana, so... We're just going to go on ahead. We get locked in here. Dude's like, fuck that shit. You couldn't get me to go into there. Oops.
Something I can help with?
Let's just do this.
I don't think you have the correct aptitude. I could give you some pointers, though. You may be able to pass them on to someone you know. Let's just go over there, away from the others. For safety, yes? I expect there shall be daggers flying about willy-nilly for a time.
Alright, let's,
Yes.
watch guard of the reaching.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
I think there's another chest in this room somewhere. All the poor apprentices. They got fucked up.
On my way.
Alright, and let's go over here. And there we go. Liliana, get this chest. I wish if, as long as you had the rogue in your party, it would just unlock the chest. Instead of having to switch to the character. But then again, I don't even think Baldur's Gate, like, you can try to go for it, but you won't get the bonuses unless you're active as the character.
You've returned to the tower? Why did the Templars let you through? Are you here to warn us?
I told Gregor I would investigate the tower.
The Templars have barred the doors. They will only open them if they intend to attack us. Is that what is happening?
Don't worry, the rite of annulment has not arrived.
They sent for it then. I feared they might have. What else could they do? So Gregor thinks the Circle is beyond hope. He probably assumes we are all dead. They abandoned us to our fate. But even trapped as we are, we have survived. If they invoke the rite, however, we will not be able to stand against them.
We waste time here when there are... no, wait, never mind. I was about to just read them as a list. Did Irving survive as well?
If anyone could survive this, it would be the first enchanter Irving. It was he who told me to look after the children. It's a long story. I erected a barrier over the door leading to the rest of the tower, so nothing from inside could attack the children. You will not be able to enter the tower as long as the barrier holds, but I will dispel it if you join with me to save this circle.
Very well. I will help you.
Once Gregor sees that we have made the tower safe, I trust he will tell his men to back down. He is not unreasonable.
Gregor will only accept it if the first enchanter says so.
Then our path is laid out before us. We must save Irving.
I shall do this on my own.
No, I know the tower, and I know what we face. And if the circle is indeed lost, and all the mages dead, I would see this for myself.
Will the children be safe here?
Petra and Kenan will watch them. If we slay all the fiends we encounter on our way, none will get by to threaten the children.
Very well, if you think that is best.
You want us to assist this preachy schoolmistress to rescue these pathetic excuses for mages? They allow themselves to be corralled like cattle, mindless. Now their masters have chosen death for them, and I say, let them have it.
Oh,
have
shit.
it your way. Petra, Kenan, look after the
Whoops.
others. I will be back soon.
Will,
I
are you sure you're
meant
all
to
right?
select the first
You
one.
were so badly hurt earlier. Maybe I should come along.
The others need your protection.
Let's hope it's not too big of a
I will
hit.
be all right. Stay here with them. Keep them safe and calm.
Have faith, we will not fail.
Your confidence is refreshing, though you should make sure it does not blind you to your weaknesses. If you are ready, let us go end this.
And I normally am in. Usually I do the elves first just to get some experience, so I can be an arcane. And I usually go arcane warrior before blood mage, so that I can be the tank. But we don't have that.
Yes.
So I am going to have to leave Morrigan
Indeed.
behind, because I do not want to go through this with 3 mages. Oh, only 3. That's not bad. Oh, you know what? There is a lot of things I haven't done yet. I think that's good for now. Next out, you always need more spells. What am I gonna go with? I think lightning. I can cast without my sword out, or without my sword put away. I mean. I want this so I can get Mana Slash as soon as possible. Play. Kinnin. See, if I would not have brought Liliana, I wouldn't have gotten this garbage that's worth nothing. And I guess that's only okay.
Here we are. I'm somewhat amazed at myself for having kept it in place this long.
Did it tire you out?
It made me very weary at times, but I had to stay strong to keep us safe. Be prepared for anything. I do not know what manner of beasts lurk beyond this barrier. Are you ready?
I am ready. Destroy the barrier.
All right. Be on your guard.
Alright, let's get going into this and go rescue all these people. Desire Abomination. Oh shit. That one's gonna be good. Probably should have cast that.
It's a gotcha! Oh, look
Cast group people. It's really annoying how the things blow up each time. And let's read this pile of books. Oh, I thought it was going to be the one thing. Oh, I think the guy you can steal from is here, and I'm gonna have to go read the codex. Circle of Magi. Rolled up note. There we go. Summoning font, Tome of the Spirit. Pass open hands to the first summoning flames. Tome of the Spirit. He clearly had
Going.
heavier armor, but whatever.
All right.
Thing is, I think, yeah. Forgot about that. Okay, that looks like he's about to cast Fireball.
Behind!
Transfer anyone? No. Stun everybody. Kick everyone's ass.
Yes.
And take the that they gave us. Let me look at Wynn real quick, because I know she's a spirit healer. Spells and talents. Okay, so she got that. I have to give her all of that. That's fucking it. So she has Stone Fist and Earthquake to attack with, and the Arcane Bolt. Oh, I'm kind of upset you're forced to take her. I don't remember her being this bad, but it could have just been that I was always a lot better. Tomb of the Spirits. Tomb of the Spirits. Actually, I think this first one is just a nug.
Going. Huh.
Spirit Hog. Dead. J. Exercise 2. Rotterdam. Statue. And for Gortash is what Gorvish made me think of. Second Summoning Flames. So font. Rodercoms. Is that on this side? It is on this side. Rodercoms. The feet. And pause, steel. Nice. I don't remember what I got or was I supposed to get. But whatever. It was a success and that's all that I care about. J. 3. Font, bestiary, common table, spiritorum, Callum's gesture, novice phylactery. I'm definitely not going to remember all of that. It was, I remember the first one was the bestiary. And then bestiary, table, spiritorum. Table, spiritorum. Table, spiritorum. And table. Spiritorum. Table, spiritorum. Finger the statue. Breathe on the hemlock. Finger the statue. Breathe on the hemlock. Finger the statue. And I guess they just look the same thing. Finger the statue. Breathe on the hemlock. Ooh, I thought I was about to fucking crash. It gave me such a fright. I'm just gonna save the game. And it's too far back for me to fix what I messed up with Morgan.
Huh. This should be fun.
Stun it. Freeze it. Flip it. And bop it and reverse it.
I think we work well together.
Huh.
What does this give me? Electrical damage.
And I'm off.
I don't do electrical damage.
Yes.
Do that. Do that. Whoops.
Well, that's one less to worry about.
Dog. There you go. Let me, wait. What did she just do? Does, hold on. I don't know what she cast. Maybe it was just heal. Oh, the
And I'm off.
side of power. Oh, wrong thing.
Huh.
Weird. Nothing there. Loot the corpse. The other corpse. I think. Hold on, wait a second. J. I want to say that there's a fourth one. I guess not, because I got it all. I just mark all as red. I don't feel like going. I forget that that exists. I think there's a way to spawn something there, but I don't remember. I don't think you get anything really too good. So off to the second floor.
Owain's room is near here. I hope he's all right.
Please refrain from going into the stockroom. It is a mess, and I've not been able to get it into a state fit to be seen.
Owain? Oops, I forgot that doesn't work.
Yes, it is I, Owain. You remember. I was trying to tidy up, but there was little I could do.
Why are you cleaning at a time like this?
The stockroom is my responsibility. I must keep it clean. I tried to leave when things got quiet. That was when I encountered the barrier. Finding no other way out, I returned to work.
Owain, you should have said something. I would have opened the door for you.
The stockroom is familiar. I prefer to be here.
I'm glad you're all white. Oh, I'm glad you're all right, Owain. Sorry, I had to go monotone to pronounce everything right.
I would prefer not to die. I would prefer it if the tower returned to the way it was. Perhaps Niall will succeed and save us all.
What's succeed at what?
I do not know. But he came here with several others and took the litany of Adralla.
But that protects from mind domination. Is blood magic at work here?
I do not know.
Niall was in the meeting. He would know. Blood magic. I was afraid of this.
We'll be able to handle it.
We should find Niall. The litany will give us a fighting chance against any blood mages we encounter.
I wish you luck. Perhaps this will be over soon and things will return to the way they were. Goodbye.
Alright, we'll help you clean up by looting all the corpses and whatever in here. I don't really want that, but whatever. I don't like all the blood mage slander that's going on here. You get knocked the fuck back and become a bomb, and then
Please, please don't kill me.
The people the people you killed didn't want to die either.
I know I have no right to ask for mercy, but I didn't mean for this death and destruction. We were just trying to free ourselves. Aldred told us that the Circle would support Loghain, and Loghain would help us be free of the Chantry. Don't you remember what it was like living here? The Templars watching. Always watching.
Yes, I understand. I hated it too.
The magic was a means to an end. It gave me the power to fight for what I believed.
Fighting for what you believe is commendable, but the ends do not always justify the means.
You don't really believe that, do you, Wynne? Change rarely comes peacefully. Andraste waged war on the Imperium. She didn't write them a strongly worded letter. She reshaped civilization, freed the slaves, and gave us the Chantry. But people died for it. We thought someone always has to take the first step. Force a change, no matter the cost.
Nothing is worth what you've done to this place.
And now Aldred's gone mad, and we are scattered, doomed to die at the hands of those who seek to right our wrongs.
And all you do is wallow in self-pity. Pathetic. The cat meme.
What else can I do? I'm trapped here.
I will spare you, but I will not help you escape.
Thank you. The Maker will surely turn his eyes on you for your mercy.
Kinda. I don't want to be hypocritical. I'm a blood mage too. What is this? I think that's for Wynne. Bell's Cache. Huh. Leliana, you're up.
I shall.
But more garbage. Oh. Ancient texts. Oh. I don't remember what you do with those. I'm not gonna go like too far out of my way to get them,
The
although
tower was here long before the Circle. It was always unlikely that we were the first to bring magic to its halls.
Eight, 3, 4, black. Dog, you're the first one to grow. I really wish I would have just named him Dog. It fits so much better, and I don't ever remember his name. Oh look, this is where Duncan slept. Alistair. For all you know, those sheets are still the ones that he used, and they were never washed. I'm also not going to try to 100% the Codex either, because that scared the shit out of me. Pretty sure there's some things I've already missed. Blast them. Move the Earth, Gwen, or Wynne. I don't know why I called her Gwen.
These. Right then. And that.
Blow up.
Bad day, huh?
Went smooth. Oh shit. Never mind. Oh look, it's my old room that I never got to enjoy at all. after living in a squad bay for my entire life.
As you like.
I finally get my own room, even though it doesn't actually have a door. Scared the shit out of me, because I was not paying attention. Punch him. I guess I should freeze first.
We have done well.
Alright, for that to go.
Yes.
Hello?
Hello?
Who are you?
I'm nobody. I'm harmless. Please, leave me alone.
You don't have to be afraid of me.
But the demons...
I've dealt with them, trust me.
If you're sure it's safe, I could take a peek outside.
Oh. Ow, yeah. Yes.
Are you hurt?
Oh, I have a crick in my back and my bum's gone numb. Oh, holy maker, look at this. Those demons didn't know what hit them, did they? Godwin, Mage of the Circle of Ferelden. At your service.
How did you end up in that closet?
There were demons everywhere, blocking my exit. I decided that the best thing to do in that situation was to hide and be very, very quiet. I just really want to be somewhere safe. I think I might stay here for now. Maybe go back into my closet for a little while.
I've killed most of the demons. You could escape.
And go where? The Templars have locked the door. I'm just going to stay here and see what happens.
Do what you wish. Your life is your own.
Thank you again for saving me. May we meet again in happier, less life-threatening times.
Loot the vanity. I don't know who that's for. I'm gonna have to steal from the first enchanter. Wait. Was that, did that just say closet or? Okay, yeah. I just saw cheat C and T.
There must be some...
Let's punch him.
Let's wipe them out. Great. Is that dress you're wearing? Really suits you.
What does this do? Nothing that I care about. Liana got her upgrade.
And I'm off.
That was fucking useless.
Yes.
A little piece of skin.
Right away.
If you didn't know what vellum is, it was essentially paper, but made from animal skin. But not quite leather, I think, somehow. I think it's still made. It's like a premium paper, though. Okay. Mana cleanse. Let's get them all done. And then we will Rage Demon
Yes.
with Freeze, because that knocks them out. Hit him with that.
I tried to be merciful.
I don't. That sounded like Win got like punched in the gut. Take all of that. Can I go into the spider cave? Nope. Nothing else is here for me. I wanted to at least get to the Fade. I don't know how far I'm gonna get into it though. Oh look, it's the Chantry, or the chapel to Wintershield. I think they have a cool logo, so I'm gonna give that to Alistair. Also, I think he'd look neat with a round shield. A big round shield though, not the little one. How much more do I need? 400, that's not bad. Toppled statue, oops. A small phylactery, continue. Ooh. I'm gonna leave it alone for right now and save, because it's gonna be a revenant, I believe, and it's probably gonna kick my ass at first. Continue, take the vial, continue. And
all right,
punch it, blast it.
Be careful!
That it.
Yes.
Freeze. Actually, let me control it. And we'll just group heal. And let's do mass rejuvenation. We'll heal up Alistair, and Liliana will just drink. What does this do? Well, it doesn't matter. Oh. But power up Alistair. Alright, Liliana's useless. And oh wait, I have revive.
I shall do so.
It's a gun.
And we're gonna need some lyrium. Oops, that was. Now let's get some lyrium. And group heal. And heal. We are not doing much damage at all. Let's give shit.
As you say.
And let's take one of these. And let's hope we can get that off. Rapid fire makes it less accurate, right? Never mind on that.
Good to go!
Let's knock him down. Never mind, he's gonna be a bitch and resist.
Let's do this quickly, shall we?
Let's heal her again. And then let's get these down here. Get that done.
Make us breath!
What does this do? None of those are really necessary. Unlock. And this can go way down there. Oh, this also doesn't need to. This can go there though. That can go there.
Let's make this quick!
What the fuck are you doing?
Careful.
Watch out! Look over there!
And let's get group heal in. Some lyrium.
Here comes trouble!
This is going to be tight. Okay, don't do that. And just take a little sippy sip.
Is that all you've got?
And punch him.
Make her preserve us! Back!
Let's just get a group heal.
As you say,
Let's get some lyrium.
I will fight if I must.
That won't stop me!
Blossom.
Oh, look, it wants to fight!
Punch him.
As you say.
Whew, that was a close one. Heavy plate armor. Nice. Here, look, you can use one of these. And you're weak, Alistair. You're weak. How much do I need now? A little under 300. Not bad, not bad. Let me go here. Okay, well then I'll just make 4 of those. Ooh, you know what? Let me. So I don't ever have to do that fight again. Gotta be smart. Okay, let me also get the fuck out of here. I did not think that battle was going to go that well after Alistair died. First Enchanter's desk. Little box. Enchanter's journal. Irving's chest. Black grimoire. Scrap of paper. What the fuck is it? It's got to be around there. There we go. Circles within circles. Liliana,
On my way.
do your stuff. Wind doesn't have anything close. Okay, cool. I need like 221 experience. Alright, let's go, let's go. 3rd floor. Alright, Liliana, looks like you're up right away again.
You get the feeling things are just getting worse as we go up?
That's exactly what's happening. How much does that give me? Alright, now I just need 181. I don't think I can go this way at all. Yep. Yep. Let's go through here. I remember these statues do something, but I don't know how to figure that out. Scared the shit out of me. Dead thing, blasted. And then, oh, oops, I meant to do this.
We have done well.
Okay, didn't it? Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, you know what? I need to spell my no. I need to do a fucking mana cleanse on this guy. And you gotta do a group heal. And you just take a small little sip just to be safe. And he resisted. So I'm just going to lock you away.
My weapon.
And now you take an actual sip as well. And he's gonna blow up. Astro will go start to attack that guy. And you can freeze him. And just fuck him up, man. There we go.
Right. Yes.
There we go, there we go. Alright, stare him down, dog. Because for some reason we're not engaging with him at all.
All right. Yes.
Now you punch him.
Make him be praised.
We work well together.
There I go. Finally got my level.
Yes.
Alright, Liliana, do your stuff. Do your stuff. Alright, let me finally go through these level ups. Oh, I'm far away from the magic amount that I need. So, is there anything I want from here? No, I don't really care about that. Or that. No, I'm good on that. I might want to go through this one. Really just for mass paralysis and paralyze. but I definitely need a new. I'm just gonna actually get this for right now. Oh, it's sustained. I want the staff focus though. Well, I'm not really gonna have that either. Let me just go with lightning, just because I need a new attack. What's this? Spell might sustained. That doesn't need to be there. This also doesn't really need to be there. I do want force field there. Oops. This is a more targeted thing. You know what? No, I'm gonna fuck that up all the time. Alright, so that's good. Strength. I think he needs to be 30. So that's good. I guess we're gonna go with that. I didn't get one of those this level, did I? Okay, that's cool. Bard. 2, 1. Let's go. Next. Oh my fucking god, I need this so much. Critical shot. That's it, play.
Going.
Target that dude. 4, 3. 6. 1. Blast him. Blast them.
Here comes trouble.
Blast them.
And I'm off.
I don't know why that one didn't explode. Soldier corpse. All of this done.
Going.
Trap right ahead.
Freeze. Let's run away. Templar helm. Liliana, go break this.
Right.
Inventory. You used to be a Templar, Alistair, so you can wear their hat again. Pile of books. The torn page. 5 pages, 4 mages. Is that the one I was thinking about? Oh, where you have to, Great Hall Common Room. The history mark this day. 929 Dragon. Blah, 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 blah. The threads burned before a giant's be erased. He stands alone, so whispers are known false. I know that's how you get. I think it's called. I don't know what it's called.
Right.
But it's the sword from the opening. Oh, he's a fucking goat head. Punch him.
Alright.
Blast him with that. Hit them with that. Hit them with that. Hit him with that.
Now we go into battle.
Right.
Do that. I don't know who the hell that is.
Be careful!
Not enough.
I guess they're just getting people turned into. After that, I have lightning now. Okay, Wynn, what are you doing? Cast that. He beat the fuck out of him. I guess he's not gonna blow up.
I will fight if I must.
White Runestone. I know that's for Alistair.
I tried to be merciful.
Take all of that for me. Clear this out. Clear that out. What codex was updated? That doesn't matter too much to me. Stun. Last one. Just pause her. Oh, she fucking resisted. I didn't know you can do that to that. Let's continue attacking this one. They would quit fucking being at Clint's area. Fucking do a group heal.
Let's make this quick.
Give me a little bit of lyrium. Stun everyone. Quit doing that.
Battle it is then.
When you put your rock armor back on, I could have swore it was you get
All right. And I'm off.
a thing to like negotiate. But whatever, maybe I'm wrong.
Huh.
Yeah, that's cool.
Going.
Quest updated. Behajome. Okay. I don't remember if... I think that might be in the deep or in Orzammar.
As you like.
This is also fucking trash. This looks like where the sloth demon hits me, and I want to knock this out first. Ritual note, a sword lowered. I think that was in the first room. Not that one, because that one goes up. God damn it. Okay, let's reread that again. I'm trying to remember what we're supposed to do. Unless I'm missing something. Wow, I guess I should have just scrolled to the bottom. One. Although, I wish it would have, like, something to indicate that I did something. Two. Three. And let's hope I'm wrong about the sloth demon getting me here. Quest updated. There we go. I'll get that on the way out. I thought Alistair was a woman for a second for some reason. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. Anything else down here?
Thank you. That was an uncomfortable experience.
Oh, you're welcome.
Going.
This is where the sloth demon gets me, I believe. pile
Now
of
that's
ruble.
just unnecessary.
This whole tower takeover was unnecessary, Alistair. Liliana's up to pick chests. Let's go.
It is time for supper, pet.
Oh, I guess
Yes,
this was the one I was thinking
What
of.
are we having tonight? Roast boar. Everything is just as you wanted, my knight. Our love and our family is more than you hoped for.
What? No, I'm not. Wouldn't say what in Andraste's name. I command you to stop what you are doing to this man.
Do you hear something, love?
It is nothing, my darling. Just the door. I will get it. The children have finished supper. Tuck them into bed while I see who it is.
Don't be long. The children will want to kiss you goodnight.
I will be but a moment, my pet. You are intruding upon a loving, intimate moment, and I dislike disruptions.
You have this Templar ensorcelled, don't you?
Happiness is bewitching. There is a certain power in all things mortals delight in. I have given him what he always wanted. Where is the harm in that?
His happiness is an illusion, a cruel lie.
All emotion is intangible. You cannot see it, cannot grasp it.
But it is normally caused by something real. Real events, real people. What you've done to him is abhorrent.
I saw his loneliness and longing for a family that loved him.
She's feeding off his innermost desires and taking away his will. This is unholy.
No one else would have known his heart. He did not know it himself.
You've made him into your slave?
I fulfill his dreams. I grant him all his desires. Is he my slave, or am I his? We are partners. I give him what no one else can, and through him, I experience what it is to be mortal.
He deserves to be free from you to find his own happiness.
What happiness? He has gone through life empty, resentful of his vows. You would return him to this? I want nothing from you. I have what I need. All I ask is that you leave us alone.
What will become of you if I leave?
Perhaps we will escape. Perhaps we will not.
The situation you are in is intriguing. Oh wait. Let's flip a coin. Heads, we let him go. Or heads, he gets saved. Tails, the demon gets what she wants. And it's heads. You are too dangerous to let live.
Then you leave me no choice.
Help! There are bandits at the door. They're going to murder the children.
They will not get past me.
Oh. Alright, first off, when do your... How is the earthquake way down there, but Stonefist not? When do your earthquake, me, do your bomb?
We must
Smell so awful.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's just take you out of the fight for right now. Then we'll punch you. Who the fuck died? Was that Alistair? It has to be. You do a revival on Alistair. Cool, and now do a group heal. You can go back to me. And I'm gonna freeze the dude who didn't do anything. So I'm gonna zap him. Heal Alistair.
Okay, done with you now.
Alright, there we go. Viridian chainmail, Templar armor.
All right.
Okay, I'm kind of glad we fought him now.
Yes.
Because Alistair, look, you can put on your old duds. Oh, you're actually strong enough now. But whatever. I want you to wear this for now. Because, well, you don't get as much armor, and you actually get more fatigue. You get a lot more bonuses, and it looks better. And let's loot from here. And all of that is mine now. Let's take motherfuckers. Oh fuck.
Push them back!
Yeah, I do not see this going well.
On my way.
Let's see if I can get out of it though.
Could someone please stop the bleeding?
God, that, I don't know what hit me, but it fucked me up. Let's hope it saved when I got to this floor. An autosave? Are you coming in handy? What floor am I on? Okay, not the best thing, but not the worst either.
Right.
Liliana. To get this chest. Take all.
It is time.
Let's go
Everything
in.
is just as you wanted, my knight. Our love.
Alright, let's go through the choices we
You
went
are
last
intruding
time.
upon a loving.
Blah blah
I
blah
have
blah
given him
blah.
what he always.
Blah 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 blah.
No one else would have known his heart. He did not know it him.
He's
are
a slave.
partners. I give him what no one.
You're free to
want
find
nothing from
happiness.
you. I have what I need.
What will become
Perhaps
of
we will
you?
escape.
You're too dangerous to let live. Take her out from the beginning. Or not. Okay, let's get a group heal in. go to me. Actually take him out. Of course.
Immediately. I shall do so.
Okay, let's see how we can save this. And Liliana, you just drink some potion.
Make us threat.
I keep hitting the wrong things. Group heal. And blast that, and then let's. Okay, that's not good. Let's blast this. You fucking shred them. Good. You take Illyrium. And you take her out. You freeze him. And punch him. Okay, that's good. You take another one of these. Fuck.
Yes. Yes.
It is a bathroom.
And let's just heal. Turn him into a bomb.
Was there any doubt?
Ooh, that was closer than I would have liked. After I did so well the first time too. What is this? Okay, that was the codex. Alright, whatever, let's actually, I guess, start with Wint. Take that. And that. And that. And then bam. Bam. Oh, she's just reloading, but you really should have this active. Okay. We're gonna go back to here. Sloth demon. We are going to save. Just in case I get my fucking ass handed to me again. And
Be quick.
we're actually gonna start with Wynn
As you say,
doing
we are
this.
attacked.
And I'm gonna do this. And then that. Oh, that's what fucking happened. She got to cast Chain Lightning. Got that this time. Hitting the wrong thing again. Blood Mage.
Yes. If you insist.
Cool. Let's attack this.
Let's make this quick.
And blast them. And then.
The battle is finished.
God, our Templar is annoying to fucking fight. Liliana, come here. Just get rid of that for me, please. Archon robes. Nope. And then,
Yes.
Allow me.
I
could do that for you.
I don't know what I was thinking.
As you like. On my way.
That's unfortunate. And what level are we? We're 10. Maybe. It's not likely, but maybe we'll hit 12 before we leave. And let's go.
Oh, look. Visitors. I'd entertain you, but too much effort involved.
Who is that man, and what have you done to him?
He's just resting. Poor lad. He was so very, very weary. You want to join us, don't you? Wouldn't you like to just lay down and forget about all of this? Leave it all behind.
Can't keep eyes open. Someone pinch me.
I'll not listen to your lies, demon. You have no power over me.
Resist. You must resist. Else we are all lost.
Why do you fight? You deserve more. You deserve a rest. The world will go on without you.
And now we're in the Fade. I think I'm going to save this for the next one though. Although I think I'm going to talk to Gregor, or fake Gregor at least.
Ah, there you are. I'm not disturbing you, am I?
Wait, you should be dead.
Dead? Me? I have been close many times, but I never quite made it all the way. I just wanted to make sure you were happy here in Weishaupt. These grand halls were built by the first Grey Wardens. Isn't it breathtaking?
I don't know. Something doesn't seem right.
Everything is as it should be. We have eradicated the Darkspawn, and the world is at peace.
That's not right. The world is never utterly at peace.
But now it is, for the first time in history, and you played a part in the making of that history. Do you not remember?
This peace will not last long.
It will. The Darkspawn will be a distant memory.
That's not possible. You're hiding something from me.
Foolish child. I have given you so much and you cast it back in my face. Can you not be content with the peace I offer?
You offer complacency, not peace.
It seems only war and death will satisfy you. So be it. Have your war and your Darkspawn. May they be your doom.
Alright, so first off, we're just gonna have him be ignored. And then we're gonna miss everything, because...
Going.
Okay, he has like no health. And we're gonna run over here. And now start shooting at him. Whoops. I guess we're gonna start shooting at him from here. And we're just gonna wait until the force field runs off, because I was not expecting to one-shot those guys. Or I two-shotted this guy, but...
You want to die.
And I'm off. Not bad at all.
That's exactly what I'm saying, man. That was not bad at all. Fade pedestal. Weishaupt. I got a nightmare, nightmare. Burning tower. There's just a lot to do. But I'm going to save that for tomorrow. Although, I should start a little bit earlier than I did today. But I hope you've enjoyed today's stream, and I'll see you in... Actually, I had a thought, and I was going to say it a few times, but I kept forgetting because I got interrupted by dialogue. I'm going to try to edit the videos to, one, cut down on replays, but two, I'm also going to try to have just concentrated character dialogue with talking, so you can, you know, see the, at least what we can get in this playthrough, like when I'm talking with Alistair or Shale or anything like that. And we will, or else I'll see everyone later. I forgot that I cannot net. I need to set up a thing, but yeah, I'll see